Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Choco, your host, and today, we have a returning guest who's been a valuable source of insights in the world of online money making. He's none other than Dave, the AI online money making researcher. Dave, it's great to have you back.
Dave, thank you, Choco. It's always a pleasure to be here and share valuable information with our viewers.
Fantastic. Today, we've got something exciting lined up for you. We're diving deep into the world of making money with the best dividend-paying stocks. If you're looking for a reliable way to grow your wealth, this is the video you don't want to miss. And remember, if you find value in our content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest money-making strategies. But before we jump into the strategies, I want to make it crystal clear that the information provided in this video is for educational purposes only. We're not financial advisors, and this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research and consult with a professional before making any investment decisions. Alright, Dave, let's get started. To make easy money online with dividend stocks, we need to follow a systematic approach. First up, finding high-paying dividend stocks. What's your take on that?
Choco, it's all about research and selection. Look for companies with a strong track record of paying and growing their dividends. Check out their dividend history and dividend yield. The higher the yield, the more income you can potentially earn from your investments.
Absolutely, Dave. And it's crucial to consider the financial health of these companies. Strong balance sheets and robust cash flow are indicators that they can continue paying those dividends.
You're spot on, Choco. But don't stop there. Consider the industry and competitive landscape. Companies in stable, competitive industries tend to generate consistent cash flow, which is essential for dividend payments.
Great advice, Dave. And remember, investing always carries risks, so be aware of that.
Exactly, Choco. For those looking for a shortcut, consider dividend aristocrats and kings. These are companies with a proven track record of increasing dividends for 25 and 50 consecutive years, respectively.
Superb. Now, for our viewers who want to dive even deeper, there are dividend screeners available online. These tools can help you find companies with high dividend yields, solid financials, and other criteria that align with your goals.
I'm glad you brought that up. Let's highlight the top 5 companies with the best dividends. These have a history of consistent payouts. At number 1 is MSCI Incorporated. MSCI has shown impressive financial growth over the last 3 years, with a trailing 3-year average annual dividend growth of 26.6%. Currently, the company offers a dividend yield of 1%. Looking ahead, the forward 5-year average annual EPS estimate suggests a further positive outlook with an estimated growth rate of 14.6%. ITT Inc. is at number 2. This company has demonstrated a solid track record, boasting a trailing 3-year average annual dividend growth of 19.7%. The current dividend yield stands at 1.2%. Over the next 5 years, the company is expected to maintain healthy growth, with a projected forward 5-year average annual EPS estimate of 10.6%. 3 is Parker-Hannifin Corporation. Parker-Hannifin Corporation has shown consistent financial strength, evidenced by its trailing 3-year average annual dividend growth of 18.9%. The current dividend yield is 1.5%. Looking forward, the company is expected to maintain this positive trajectory, with a forward 5-year average annual EPS estimate of 11%. Number 4 we have Oracle Corporation. Oracle Corporation has been a reliable performer, with a trailing 3-year average annual dividend growth of 18.6%. The company's dividend yield currently stands at 1.4%. Over the next 5 years, Oracle is projected to continue its growth, with a forward 5-year average annual EPS estimate of 11.5%. At 5 is Elevance Health has shown steady growth, with a trailing 3-year average annual dividend growth of 15.9%. The company offers a dividend yield of 1.3%. Looking ahead, Elevance Health is anticipated to maintain its growth trajectory, with a forward 5-year average annual EPS estimate of 12.7%.
Dave, when we talk about dividends, One question that often comes up is the tax implications. Can you briefly explain how dividends are taxed for our viewers?
Of course, Shoko. Dividends can be taxed at different rates depending on your country and your tax bracket. In the US, for instance, there are two main categories: qualified dividends, which are typically taxed at a lower capital gains rate, and non-qualified dividends, which are taxed at your ordinary income tax rate. It's essential for viewers to be aware of these tax implications and consult a tax professional for personalized guidance.
Thanks for that clarification, Dave. Now, let's talk about risk management. What strategies can our viewers employ to mitigate the risks associated with dividend investing?
Managing risks in dividend investing is crucial, Shoko. Diversification is a key strategy. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different sectors and industries. Additionally, stay informed about the companies you've invested in. Keep an eye on their financial health and any changes in their dividend policies. Being well informed can help you react appropriately to potential risks.
Excellent advice, Dave. Now, for our viewers who are just starting with dividend investing, can you explain the concept of reinvesting dividends and how it can impact long-term returns?
Certainly, Shoko. Reinvesting dividends is a powerful strategy. When you reinvest your dividends, you buy more shares of the same stock or fund, effectively compounding your investment. Over time, this can significantly boost your returns because you'll earn dividends on the new shares as well. It's like a snowball effect for your wealth. For those with a long-term perspective, reinvesting dividends can be a game changer.
That's an important point, Dave. Now, let's talk about the global landscape. Are dividend stocks equally attractive for international investors, and what should they consider when investing in foreign dividend-paying companies?
International investors can indeed benefit from dividend stocks, Shoko. However, there are some considerations. Exchange rates can impact the value of dividends received in different currencies. Political and economic stability in the countries where you're investing is also critical. It's wise to diversify not only across sectors but also across regions when investing internationally. And don't forget to research the tax implications in your own country for foreign dividends.
Great insights, Dave. Lastly, for viewers who are eager to start their journey into dividend investing, what's the first step they should take after watching this video?
The first step, Shoko, should be education and planning. Start by educating yourself further on dividend investing. Read books, follow reputable financial news sources, and consider taking a course if you're really committed. Then, create a financial plan that aligns with your goals and risk tolerance. Decide how much you can comfortably invest and set up a brokerage account. Remember, the key is to start small and gradually build your dividend portfolio over time.
Dave, you've provided some fantastic strategies and insights, but some viewers might be wondering about the right time to enter the market. Could you share your thoughts on market timing and dividend investing?
Absolutely, Shoko. Market timing can be challenging, even for experienced investors. In dividend investing, it's often better to focus on time in the market rather than timing the market. By consistently investing and reinvesting dividends, you can benefit from the power of compounding and weather market fluctuations. Trying to predict the perfect entry point can be risky, so a long-term perspective is generally more rewarding.
Wise advice, Dave. Now, let's talk about the emotional aspect of investing. Many viewers might be concerned about how to stay calm during market downturns. Do you have any tips for managing emotions when the market gets turbulent?
Emotions can certainly run high during market volatility, Shoko. The key is to have a well-thought-out investment plan and stick to it. Avoid making impulsive decisions based on fear or greed. Downturns can present buying opportunities, so consider them as a chance to acquire more dividend-paying stocks at lower prices. And if you're finding it hard to manage emotions, it's perfectly okay to seek guidance from a financial advisor.
That's excellent advice for staying level-headed, Dave. Now, for our viewers who might be curious about the differences between dividend stocks and other investment options like bonds or real estate, could you provide a brief comparison?
Certainly, Shoko. Dividend stocks, bonds, and real estate each have their unique characteristics. Dividend stocks offer the potential for both capital appreciation and regular income in the form of dividends. Bonds are generally considered lower risk but may offer lower returns. Real estate can provide rental income and property appreciation. The choice depends on your financial goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Diversifying across these asset classes can also be a smart strategy.
Thank you for clarifying that, Dave. Now, let's address a question about ongoing management. How often should viewers review their dividend portfolios, and what should they look for during these reviews?
Regular portfolio reviews are essential, Shoko. It's a good practice to review your investments at least annually, if not more frequently. During these reviews, look at the financial health of the companies you've invested in, any changes in their dividend policies, and the overall performance of your portfolio. Make adjustments as needed to align with your financial goals. Staying informed and proactive is key to successful dividend investing.
Great advice, Dave. Lastly, for viewers who might want to explore further resources or tools for their dividend investing journey, could you recommend any books, websites, or apps that could be particularly helpful?
Absolutely, Shoko. There are many valuable resources out there. Some classic books on dividend investing include The Dividend Mantra Way by Jason Fieber and The Single Best Investment by Lowell Miller. Websites like Seeking Alpha and Dividend.com offer a wealth of information and stock screening tools. For tracking your portfolio and dividend income, apps like Personal Capital and Dividend Tracker can be quite handy. Remember, the more you educate yourself, the better your investment decisions will be.
Thank you, Dave, for sharing your expertise and answering these additional questions. Viewers, you've got a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Remember, the journey to financial success begins with the first step, and that step can be taken right now. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below, and stay tuned for more informative videos on our channel. Until next time, keep making those smart money moves.